Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekly reading for November 13th to the 19th. This is for Leo and Leo Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cult across spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity to get more specific and detailed with your reading. Leo, I do this because you know I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So Leo, I'm not gonna lie. This is a big week, okay? This is a really, really big week. It is a week of the new moon in Scorpio. A lot of, the fixed signs are gonna really feel this. And if you did see my November forecast, this is gonna be a kind of a tricky week, okay? And I'll probably do a separate new moon in Scorpio video for every sign, because sure, we have this new moon in Scorpio that kicks off this week that may be a little challenging, but toward the end of the week, ooh, things are really good. Okay, things are really good. So if you, okay, so we're kicking it off Monday, new moon in Scorpio. Oh, my dog woke up. I didn't even, so my dog is here as a guest host. Ruby, you want to say something? Nope. Okay. So, if you recall last week's reading, November 11th, okay, over the weekend, Mars opposing Uranus. Okay. So that was really challenging. All right. So now we're kicking off on the 13th with this new moon in Scorpio. The same day the sun is going to oppose Uranus. We have the sun and Mars opposing Uranus. And that's really challenging. Okay. That's clustered around this new moon in Scorpio. And so here's what's happening for you, Leo. This new moon in Scorpio, first, the moon is already in its fall in Scorpio, okay? The moon, very feminine. Scorpio ruled traditionally by Mars. Pluto was a modern ruler, a little bit more masculine. So we already have that happening for us. I personally like new moons in Scorpio. I like the passion, the intensity of it. It may be a little intense, all right? Because Mars is basically conjuncting this new moon, and it's kind of aggressive. Okay, so it is in your fourth house. Let's get that clear. There is possibly something new that's happening. You're starting this new cycle in terms of home. All right. Your home, your domestic sector, it's your foundations of life. So it could be your partner, it could be your family, your children, but your actual home. There may be something new brewing around that, or around this time. All right. However, it could start off really rough with these oppositions with Uranus. All right. So I want you to just keep that in mind. The new moon, the energy lasts quite some time. Okay. We're kicking off a new cycle. These aspects are just challenging around this week, and it's going to be just keep that in mind. So it's just really putting pressure on this new moon in Scorpio. Now, Uranus happens to be in Taurus in your 10th house. So with that said, Uranus and Taurus, fixed sign. You're a fixed sign. Scorpio is a fixed sign. You see what's the pattern here, right? So it's going to be challenging. You want to get down? Okay, she wants to get down. We're going to have to say goodbye to Ruby because she's like, I got to go eat. There you go. So, Leo, with that said, it could start off really challenging. It really is something at work could go a little unexpected as planned. But it could be let's just say we're building up to like this a little tense aspect that's happening with a new moon. So the best way to the analogy I've been making is you're trying to open up a jar of pickles, okay? And it is the hardest jar of pickles you've ever tried to open. So you're squeezing and you're squeezing and you're squeezing. And that is what's happening around this new moon. It's just like, I feel like, I can't do this. I can't do this. And then you open it, okay? But then it turns out to be, a jar of mini eggs. That's the surprise. You're like, what? That's what Uranus is doing. Uranus is bringing all these unexpected challenges or surprises, but it also is going to be definitely more than just mini eggs. So keep that in mind. It's like, you're opening this jar of pickles because you know that everybody at your, backyard barbecue that you're about to have loves pickles. These are the best pickles in the world. Everyone's coming and you're very excited about it. You got balloons out there. You got Chris Hemsworth on the way. He's already texted you. He's coming with J-Lo, 2 Leos, and you're just like, oh, this is amazing. We're gonna have the best time. But then you hear the crackle of thunder, okay, and then and then it starts pouring rain all over your barbecue. Okay, so again, just expect a little bit of a challenge kicking off this week, but then Uranus is throwing something very unexpected into the mix. Ugh. However, it gets better. Okay, so the week gets better on Wednesday. Actually, we do have Mercury sextiling Venus, which I absolutely love, and I really like this for you because Venus is a planet of love and romance, creativity, self-expression, procreation. I mean, it's we love Venus, right? And Venus is in Libra, and it's domicile, and then Mercury is in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is your 5th house of pleasure and love and romance. So this is a really nice day. All right. Mercury and Venus are very fast moving planets. So you may feel it for like a hot second and you're like, well, at least thankfully that, it was very refreshing to have this moment. Like your spirits will be raised. It is a very beautiful aspect. But then on the 17th, this is one of the best days of the month, okay? Mars and the Sun trining Neptune. Hello, this is absolutely amazing. Your imagination just boom, like creativity, like unlimited. Like it's just like you are giving out ideas that you could never even thought before. You're having these really explosive moments of just like your imagination. Like you could, come up with the next like Facebook or whatever, right? This is the day, especially because the Sun is conjuncting Mars on this day. Now, I've talked about this, the Sun conjuncting Mars. We have a Mars cazimi. We've had a couple Mercury cazimis in the past few months. Now we have a Mars cazimi. I don't think that you've had one. It's been a while. Okay. So this is you just being, and a cazimi is when the planet is in the heart of the Sun. So the alignment is, this day is just going to be gangbusters, okay? And even just around this weekend, I really do love this. You may be actually really busy. So first things first, you're just going to feel very driven, especially when it comes to matters at home. There could be just, something just clicks and you're like, I got to do this. I got to do this. I'm going to renovate this, or I'm going to, I want to have a baby, or, there's going to be something that has to do with your domestic life around this time. But also the moon is actually moving into Capricorn over the weekend. So it is, that is your 6th house. So keep that in mind. You could just get really serious about things around this time. And it may have to do with work. All right. It may have to do with work, labor. It could have to do with, 6th house is everyday activities. And so it's, even, projects you're working on, you get really passionate about them. I would also you may have an eye on your health. 6th house does rule health as well as pets. So there could just be something that you're just like, I'm really, really, really going to take, go to the gym now and actually put out a plan. But anyway, the weekend, so you see how we go from like a really challenging beginning of the week and then a kind of just really, really nice. Okay. Really, really nice weekend. So again, I'm going to try to do this just new moon in Scorpio video that's just about the new moon for you, because it is such a big one and it is pretty pivotal. Okay. It's intense. It's intense. But let's go ahead and get started. Leo, let's see what's going on for you. All right. For November 13th to the 19th. Again, this is for Leo and Leo rising. If you want to read for your moon and your Venus, you're absolutely welcome to. If you know your birth chart, if you want more clarity in those areas of your life. But yeah, let's do it. Let's get started. Leo, see what's going on for you. November 13th to the 19th. Now, Leo, like I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Really does bring the best overview. I'll pull clarifiers too for this one. Secondly, I do not have heat, which is why I'm like, I should be wearing a jacket at this point, but for some reason it is. Well, it's really cold, and I don't have heat, so I may shiver at a point or two. I do have like a space heater at the bottom here, but anyway, yeah, you have another interesting spread. Another interesting spread. You're gonna have to get out of. There's you're. We're okay. We're you know what, Leo. Let's talk. All right. Can we do this? Let's talk. There is something that you still have to. It's almost like the message is accept. There could have been something that happened, but it again, we'll get to that. Let's get started. You did get the Knight of Cups, which is absolutely amazing. I absolutely love this for you. If you think about your last reading, like this is great, okay? Because everything was leading to it was such a and it was a deep reading. But the Nine of Cups is all about satisfaction. It's all about even, this is the wish come true card, right? This is like, I call it the genie in a bottle energy. You even see him sitting there like a genie, right? So there is something that it's almost like I'm getting more of like this, like finally kind of like a message, like something has happened that has finally gone your way. There could be something that you also received in a material sense. I'm getting like maybe you got a new car, or maybe you did buy a new home, or maybe there's something, like there's something that's just really, really nice. This is again, card of satisfaction. It really is a card of like enlightenment as well. You do see the cups aligned over his head. Okay, so I really like this, and there is a sense of like feeling really proud about yourself. I'm getting again like a big here's the thing. The one thing I didn't really talk about too much yet is Saturn. All right. So Saturn did move. It went direct on November 4th. And this is actually going to be a big thing for you. Leo, we'll talk about it a little bit more later, but you never, I wouldn't say never, but when Saturn moved into Pisces earlier this year, it was there for a hot second, okay, before it went retrograde. And so it was retrograde pretty much the entire year. And so it just went direct. And so it's just kind of like waking up now. And so you're really going to feel Saturn in Pisces for the next 2 years. You're really going to start feeling it around the week. All right. It is in your eighth house. That is transformation. That is cycles, new cycles. That's a lot of like, it's a deep house, okay? House of secrets. But at the end of the day, if you are here for money, that could be a thing for you because it does rule other people's resources. But you could just be taking all of that seriously now, all right? And so when I say other people's resources, it is everything but salary. So it can be inheritance, it can be investments, it can be bonuses, commissions, it can be even your partner's income. There could be some attention around that, debts you're paying off. But anyway, you are definitely going to feel a lot of that. And the reason I bring that up is because this card is attributed to Jupiter in Pisces. So it is such a nice card to have kicking off this week. And Saturn in Neptune, by the way, also, which is very active this weekend. Both Saturn and Neptune are in Pisces in your eighth house. Okay. And that is, again, going to be something that you will have for the next few years. Now, heart of your spread, you have the Two of Swords. I'm like looking like at my jackets over there. You have the Two of Swords, and in the heart of your spread, so it looks like there is going to be some big decision you're going to have to make, especially you're really going to have to, when you look down your cross, which is very interesting. You have the Moon, you have the Two of Swords, and then you have the Five of Pentacles here. This is indicating to me that some of y'all want to make big moves, but there's something holding you back. And there's something, and again, I feel like it's something that you have to accept. Remember, you did get the Five of Pentacles in your last week's reading in the heart of your spread. All right. So it's almost like now that it's in the root of your spread, it's almost like you're still feeling it. All right. There's like this throb around it. It's like drum beating, right? We're drum roll to this moment of this big decision that is really, really based on how you're perceiving things now and how you're feeling about not only yourself, but really going deep again to figure out what is it that I need to let go. What is it that's making me focus on possibly like more of the low frequency energies that are happening in my life rather than seeing the brighter side of things. But because you also got the moon, so that's really like doubling down on that. Two of Swords attributed to Moon in Libra, and you do see the sliver of the moon here as well. So really trust your intuition at this point. It really is going to make a huge difference. When you trust your intuition, you make better decisions, right? And there is going to be something that you're going to have to really go deep. You want to get to a point where you can take off this blindfold. And so trust your intuition. Let your intuition guide you. It may be something very emotional for you. It could be something that you may. It's almost like you're holding back something. Again, you're holding something back because you also have the Hierophant in your challenge area. Okay. When I look at your entire spread here, you see that you got the Magician in your future, right? So it's almost okay. We'll get there in a second because you have a loaded spread. With the Hierophant in your challenge area, it almost feels like if you are a leader in your company or in your job, in your business and career, whatever work industry that you're in, there may be something like you have to make people believe in you, right? If you are going to be a leader. And so you may have to think about that energy this week. And I'm not saying that you're doing anything wrong. I'm saying we have a very intense new moon in Scorpio kicking off this week. So just, don't let anything, rock you off your boat. That didn't make sense, did it? Don't let anything just like throw you off. Okay. Now the moon. Here we go. In your crown. All right. So yeah, there's definitely some big moves here. I'm feeling big moves here, but you have to go deep. It's again something holding you back from making like a big move this week. The moon, interestingly, again, you're just gonna have to really, really go within. You're gonna have to let this. The moon is all about intuition. You're gonna have to trust your intuition on this, especially with the Two of Swords and the heart of your spread. When the moon comes up, by the way, the moon is ruled by Pisces in tarot. And so, again, Saturn and Neptune in Pisces in your 8th house of transformation. There is something that you just really have to go deep. You have to go deep and figure out, there is a sense of like the subconscious at play here. All right. Like you can see you're the little crayfish. All right. You're that little crayfish. You got to go to the ocean. You want to go see your buds. You have to pass those towers. Now, there is a sense of something that is, I'm getting more about you, that it's like you want to transform. You want to get to a point where you just feel deeply comfortable. Okay. Part of this transformation is accepting that everything will work out for you and that you are good enough for everything working out. Again, it's only because you have the Two of Swords in the heart of your spread with the Hierophant, who is like, spiritual leader or whatnot in your challenge area, but also the moon and the Five of Pentacles. So again, very interesting. Like we could be here for hours talking about this. All I'm going to say is trust your intuition. don't second guess yourself, okay? And be that leader. The other thing is there is a chance that if it's not you in this leadership role, and Leos are known to be leaders, right? Leos are known to be the authorities and y'all shine. Don't let anyone, cast any shadows on your shine this week. But there really could be someone that is not the best person for you to in like within your orbit. Career, uh someone that maybe not great as well. Okay, so if you're not in a leadership position, which is very doubtful because y'all are strong leaders, there could be someone like a colleague even, or just someone that you used to trust, where you may start seeing the real that real person this week. Okay, that new moon is going to illuminate. So keep that in mind. And again, with the Five of Pentacles here, it really is just, again, the biggest message that came through for me was like accept. So really accept some things. Take that time to really go deep, because you do have the Magician in your future. And so again, it's like this. And I'm going to clarify what's you're fine. You're going to be fine. You're It's like everything that you wanted is going to happen if you go deep and really have that transformative experience, and really, on a spiritual level, on a emotional level, on mental level, even physical level, if that's a matter for you. And it actually could be with Pluto in Capricorn, by the way, which is your sixth house. Which does rule health. So anyway, you have the Magician with the Eight of Wands. And so the Magician in your future, indicating there is you're starting this new journey. Okay, you have to go within. You have to really do that, like, deep soul searching. You have to do. You even see the Hermit's face in the moon here, right? You have to do that deep soul searching. You have to do that really just like introspection, a lot of reflection. I feel like you still need some of that, but behind the scenes, it's like you're going to be fine. You have to just let your intuition guide you. You have the Magician in your future. As you know, we're kicking off the Fool's journey with the Magician, card one, okay? And he has the power to manifest anything he wants. You see all tools of tarot at his disposal. I mean, he has the sign of infinity, infinite possibilities, unlimited potential, right? He's only one of two people in tarot that have that, okay? So this is as above, so below. This is you getting... basically starting this new path, this new journey. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself, because at the end of the day, the Magician is all about, well, the Magician is really all about action. You have to take action, okay? It's not a passive card like like the High Priestess. This is the Magician, taking action to manifest the things that you want, to put wheels in motion. And then you got it clarified with the Eight of Wands. And so I'm going to tell you why this is so significant, and I really want you to pay attention to this, Leo. The Magician is, Mercury is the planet that's attributed to the Magician. As we know, Mercury is in Sagittarius. Now, you just got it clarified with the Eight of Wands, which is Mercury in Sagittarius. How cool is that? Do you also remember, boom, you were there are things that you want. You're wanting things to go fast, and now they will. But you have to make that decision. You have to have that. I mean, like, it's like you have to go deep. You have to accept yourself, and you have to believe in yourself. So, I mean, you're good. You just have to believe in yourself, okay? This week, there is still a sense of something just holding you back, but this is a card, a lot of enthusiasm with this card, but this is a card where things are just moving fast. You see the wands just moving fast. Think about Sagittarius, right? The archer. Think of these wands as arrows, just moving really fast. And then also you see the ones there just completely aligned. So everything will start aligning for you as soon as you take action. As soon as you do that deep dive and take action for the things that you want and know what you want, okay? Because remember I said he has disposal of all, like his all tools to tarot, okay? The pentacles, the wands, the cups, the swords. It's like, do you want a new career? Do you want to put all your energy toward love? Is it, self-confidence? Like, where do you want to put that energy? Okay. But you see that this is really great. And by the way, Sagittarius, we are moving into Sagittarius season next week. Look at what's happening. This is in your future. Not only are we moving into Sagittarius season, Sagittarius is your 5th house. Leo, that's amazing. That's your 5th house. 5th house is pleasure. It's love. It's romance. It's creativity. It's, self-expression, procreation, recreation. It's a lot. I mean, it's such an amazing house. But yeah, you're good. Anyway, let's get to your stuff. I'm freezing. Leo, if you like this reading, it would be so great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, let me know what's going on. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I would not be here without you, so I am truly grateful. I really do appreciate it. I feel like my teeth are gonna start chattering. Oh gosh, you're good. You're fine. You're good. You're good. You need to believe in yourself. There's some things that you may be hard on yourself this week. Especially the beginning of the week. Again, remember we're kicking it off with a new moon, right? And you got the moon. We're kicking it off with a new moon in Scorpio. So it really is. I want you. That new moon in Scorpio, like I said, is in your 4th house, and that is, Cancer is the, rules the 4th house. All right. So there's like just nurture yourself and the people that you love, and really, really believe in yourself. I feel like I'm like in an 80s movie right now. Believe in yourself. Or yeah, anyway, you're fine. You got the 6 of Cups. Hello. I love it. 6 of Cups. First 6 is the heart of the tree of life. A lot of harmony. I mean, I like it. Okay, I like it. I love this card. If you're a subscriber, this is one of my favorite cards. It's a lot of just like kindness and sharing and love and letting your hair down and just like really letting your guard down too. And it just seems like that's what you need to do. Okay, I think that you need to be vulnerable in some situations, and I think this is the week to do it. But also, like, to a point, obviously, like everyone has all Leos are different, right? But what I love about this coming up in your spread particularly is that this card is attributed to Sun in Scorpio. Okay, so remember, we're still in Scorpio season. We have the Sun in Scorpio. There's a lot of activity there. In your 4th house, again, family, home, domestic sector. Even if that does not resonate with you, if you're just like, oh, there's nothing, that's not like on my like radar or my to-do list or whatnot. This is just, again, knowing that you're protected, knowing that things are going to be good for you. In fact, this is the biggest house in tarot, okay? Indicating a lot of protection, indicating a lot of comfort. All right. So you're gonna be fine. Okay. You just have to, I'm not even gonna say it. You know what I'm gonna say. Believe in yourself. You did get the 2 of Wands. Okay. So very interesting. It came in your external factors area. So I like this. I like this for you, but I really, really do want you to. I really want you to do that soul searching. I really want you to take some time out this week. I want you to like connect with nature. I want you to go on like a long walk on the beach, whatever you need to do, right? Whatever you need to do, just take a little bit of time out and really get centered. Really spend some time like aligning your chakras, all of that, all of that. Like you're gonna feel a lot better because I'm getting more of like, yeah, I'm gonna show you something here. Actually, you see that he does have the world in his hand. So this is great. Okay. This is really great. In fact, this card is actually attributed to Mars and Aries, and Mars is, the ruler for Aries. But anyway, I'm going to show you something. You see that he's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. He's standing at the highest point in the castle. You see that there's one wand in, one wand out. You see this wand is bolted to the wall. Wands do not like to be bolted to a wall. They're lively, they're invigorating, they're your passions. Do you know what I mean? This is what wands should be like, just flying through there, zipping through the air. But anyway, there is a sense of just like holding back again. There's something like you got 1 foot in, you got 1 foot out. And it really is something to think about this week. There may be something, especially with the Two of Swords in the heart of your spread, that you really, really have to think about because there's something holding you back. You have the Five of Pentacles and the root of your spread. You have the moon in your crown. You have to go through those towers. You have to go past them. All right. You see the dog and the wolf here, by the way. Okay. I mean, they're only here to really, truly, at the end of the day, they represent evolution. So you have to go through some of these emotional experiences to evolve. And I think that I think that you secretly know that, but you really have to go within. All right. You did get the Eight of Pentacles, which I do really, really like for you here. It's almost like that well, looking at everything that's happening here, it's almost like there is this finish line for you. There is this like what like your goals are, and all you want to do is like really just be laser focused and work toward them. But it's like you have to identify what they are. And if it's something where it's like where you whistle while you work type of feeling, the Eight of Pentacles is actually, it is Pentacles. So it's all about money and wealth here. With the fact that you have the Five of Pentacles in the root of your spread, and now you have the Eight of Pentacles as the third card in your staff, it really is. This card is attributed to Sun in Virgo. Okay. Virgo happens to be your second house of salary, money. So there is a sense of like big work energy here, being really putting a lot of energy toward that. So I feel like that's, and even with these wands, sure, the wands are like your passions, your ideas, creativity, but they're also like very work related, like enterprise and like job and career. So it is turning out to be a big work thing for you, a career, like maybe a big thing. And if you're not here for career, just your passions. Where do you want to put all your energy, okay, and your passions, okay? And career is already like a big thing for you, especially with the fact that you have Jupiter in your 10th house and again Uranus in your 10th house. So a lot of activity there, but I think with Jupiter retrograde that may be throwing you off a little bit. I want you to know Jupiter does go direct next month. All right, so things will, that movement that you want, you see that it's starting to happen. And then lastly, you have strength in your final outcome. Hello. This is you, okay? This is you. Strength is ruled by Leo. This is all about having that inner courage, that confidence that we were talking about earlier, okay? So really, again, believing in yourself and believing that you do have that strength. And wherever you find strength, I want you to really seek it now, okay? And it can be, whether it's God or the universe or, your children, where do you find that source of strength? What gets you up in the morning? What do you know what I mean? Like what really where it makes you feel empowered and it just really tap into that energy. Okay. You have unlimited potential and opportunities. I mean, and then you have the seven of cups here. So here's what's happening. Let's take it step by step. All right. You had the Two of Swords in your past last week. Now it's in the heart of your spread. So you see the progression here. You had the Five of Pentacles in the heart of your spread last week. Now it's in the root of your spread. So there's still this kind of like something holding you back. This back and forth, this one foot in, one foot out. You got to go within. All right. Like that. I just did like a go within dance for you. So you got to go within. Secondly, remember how I said earlier, only 1 or 2 people that has a sign of infinity over their heads. Well, you just happen to have it. So once you believe in yourself and once you believe that everything, like you can have it all, you have to believe in yourself and you have to take action for it. Okay. It looks like you will. I'm not looking at your entire spread. It looks like you will. You did get the 8 of Pentacles. So, again, the only 2 people in all of tarot with the sign of infinity over their heads. Like, you are good. You are good. You have all this possibility, but it's like you have to like step out. You got to just go for it now. You got to go for it now, and you got to find that strength to do that, inner courage. Also, resist the things that you shouldn't be doing too. And one of the things that you should not be doing is being hard on yourself. All right? Now, 7 of Cups. So with that strength, with you taking action, this card is a card of like illusion and delusion. But it really is just saying, know what you want. Okay? I mean, be careful what you wish for. You have to really know what you want. What is that legacy? What is that thing what is, what can help you move forward and not have 1 foot in, 1 foot out? Think about it. Okay. This isn't a bad card. It's just saying like, know what you want. Again, you can have it all. You have to know where you want to put that energy. And this card is, it's better to have opportunities than none at all, first of all, right? Some people don't get opportunities. So, this did come up in your final outcome. So it is great that, it showed up, but it really is just saying, know what you want. All right. But also take that action. And Leo, where are we? Oh, shoot. Okay. So with that said, Leo, you're good. You're good. You just see how it's almost like the continuation from last week. It's like we're still like kind of stuck in this one phase. But with this new moon, which is all about new beginnings and new opportunities and new cycles, and you have the Magician in your future with the 8 of Wands as we enter Sagittarius season, and the Strength card in your final outcome. I mean, like you've got to come on. This new moon, start manifesting. Manifest every day, right? But really make that effort to go within, to know what you want, know what you have to release. If there's anything that you have to release, really trust your intuition. Let your intuition guide you. Get to a point where you can really just move forward now, okay? But just know where to put that energy with the Magician, okay? Know where you want to put that energy. And this is actually like doubling down on that. Like, where do you want to, which cup do you want, right? Like, where do you want to put that energy? But going within is going to make all the difference. That inner strength, that courage, trusting your intuition, and just not being hard on yourself. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. This reading is going way too, oh my gosh. Okay. So Leo, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I know it's really late, so I have all these like crazy lights that makes it really weird looking. Also, it is freezing. I'm gonna go put on a jacket. Next week we officially enter Sagittarius season. Okay, so nice for you. It is so nice for you. Okay, things are gonna feel so good once we hit that for you. But you can see that you do have a lot of like potential and possibilities here. And it looks like there is going to be something new that does happen for you. Okay. Very excited. Let me know what it is. What's going on with y'all? A lot of y'all career. All right. The career is a big thing for y'all. Again, a lot of Leos, you're going to feel it more in the beginning of the year. Okay. Especially because Jupiter will go direct. Anyway, I'm talking way too much. I'm going to let you go. Thanks so much, Leo. I'll see you next week.